What is going on? I wasn't expecting for that to work. I had tried. And my homie said log out and log in. So, hey, it works. So welcome back, Liberty lovers. You can hear it works, brother man. Yeah. So I just started the burner back up. I'm trying to get this to a boil. This is a regulator. I singed my hair on the first time. The regulator was turned all the way up, and I didn't realize that. So you want to have your regulator turned down and your gas up with your lighter lit already. So, that way it doesn't blow up on you. That's the vegetables so far. There's sausage with cheese and these mushrooms. I'm not a mushroom guy, but man, I don't like mushrooms at all. You just put them in. Sorry. They're a little bit spicy. It's not really spicy, but it kind of caught me off guard. So they float, and you don't want to put them in long. You got to kind of layer. Your potatoes take the longest. So when you reach a rapid boil, you put the potatoes in, and you want to let those go for about 10 minutes on their own, and then you put the corn in after about 8-10 minutes with the potatoes, and you want to use the small red potatoes. Those are probably the best for crawfish bowls. After the 8-10 minutes with the potatoes, you add your corn and your carrots. I still like my carrots a little crisp. See, because you let them soak. And when you let them soak, maybe they could get mush if you start them from the beginning. So you want to put your carrots in with your corn about 8 to 10 minutes after the crawfish. And then if you have sausage, you whip those out, like y'all seen. And then if you do like mushrooms, you pretty much wait because you let the other stuff sit. So you might let about 2 minutes before you turn it off. You want to do the corn about another 10 minutes. So altogether it's 20 minutes. 10 minutes for the potatoes. Then you add the corn. That makes it 10 minutes. You add the carrots with that. And then you start your onions from the beginning. Even before it's ready to boil, you throw your onions in. You want that flavor. I throw in garlic, a whole clove of garlic. I put 3 sticks of butter in each boil. And with the vegetables, you let sit. You don't add ice. But with the crawfish, you add ice. So, but I hope everyone's having an awesome Easter. That's for sure. And keeping their sanity during this quarantine. Y'all, it's so good. Sipping on my drink. Everybody said, it's just so good. You want to put some lemons in there? I buy the big lemons. I'll put 2 lemons on everything. On every boil, each boil, I'll put 2 lemons. I'll squeeze it, put it in the pot. We did about 30. I need to probably empty this. It's starting to float. They'll be going in soon enough. I'll let them dry out a little bit. Let me set this down. Alright, so as you notice, crawfish have these pinchers on there. They're kind of stuck in this net. I mean, chicken wire is hard doing with one hand. But sorry for the camera action. Them things have been going all over the place. You want to pick them up like this, they can't get you. Right? They can't get you like that. That's how you pick up a mud bug, a crawfish. That's that red gold right here. It's a big industry. And only they've been just getting, the prices have just been getting higher and higher every year. This is the first year that I seen they had smalls for $35 a sack. Man, I ain't seen a $35 sack in about 8 years, 9 years. Everybody's starting to, Texas, there's all kind of Cajun restaurants. All across America, they're starting to get Cajun restaurants. I mean, the food's always, spoke for itself and always had, a following. But it's just, more and more. But them jokers are everywhere. It's funny. We got 2 sacks. One was 24 or 26, and the other one was 34. It was 60 pounds for 110. So it was really good. Last time I did a crawfish boil, of course, it wasn't under these conditions, and there was the entire family, cousins, all that, sisters, their family. It was great. That one I paid about $80, $90 a sack. So to get 2 sacks for the price of one, you can see how they're all kind of ready to go at me. So when they're like that, you just come up from the back. You just come up from the back, and they can't do nothing. Humble. Just come up from the back. All day, he says. All day. I was using my other hand to scoop them in the basket. My bad. It's one at a time business. But they ready to get boiled. It looks like I might have another boil after this. There's a lot more than 3 runs instead of 2. It's the vegetable. What up? Not really. I had a couple, 2 shrimp and and some of the sausage, boy. Them little sausages are good, boy. They're inside those pantyhoses. Them jokers are good. But whatever's in a surplus, we're gonna peel, and then we'll make meals, So that'd be good. We have crawfish fettuccine and Alfredo and etouffee and all kind of stuff. Gumbo, you name it, it's getting done, babe. Yeah, these things they're pretty gnarly looking. What up, Ricky White? You made it. Hey, you did. I hope you're having a wonderful Easter, man. I did a little video earlier just showing everything, but I made 1 batch of vegetables already. Yeah, corn, potatoes. I throw garlic. I throw in mushrooms, and I'm not a mushroom guy at all. Maybe on a pizza, maybe, but they're really good in the crawfish pot. That's for sure. But I was actually rather pleased on the size because being $55 a sack, I just figured they were going to be kind of more on the small end. these are normal. These are medium. They do have some nice ones in there, but they're not really too small. Some places they just got like the real small ones, and no, that, you know, like look, this is a small one, right? You see, that guy's, I mean, my thumb, you know, compared to, you know, it's titanium sacks of those for 30 or 35, and then another $20 a sack. You get these, which is nice. Earlier, my regulator was all the way turned up, and I singed the hair on my arm and some of my dreads. Ay. So, but it looks like we're boiling now. Let's see. All right, we got onions are in there, and the lemons are in there. Bruce Wayne, what's happening? So we're doing the second batch. This is on the first batch right here. That's the carrots and corn. This is the mushrooms. I just spilt them. That's the mushrooms. And these sausages, that's cheese sausage. But garlic and onion. And then this, that's lemon. I had got 2 pounds of shrimp, and that's the crawfish. But so now I'm gonna start this boil. This is how I do it. I started the onions and the lemon from the beginning. Now it's boiling. So I'll put in my potatoes. I like the red potatoes because generally they're small, and you know, a couple bites you eat them, but they get soft faster. You don't have to run your propane as much. The little bigger ones, they take a little bit longer to cook. So I put my in, and then I wait about 8 to 10 minutes. I'll put my corn in. But hope everyone's having a great day today. A wonderful Easter. We got us and the neighbors. That makes about 10. And then my Biff, his wife and sons over here, and she's about to have another baby in a couple months. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Just playing with these crawfish, and I was just really surprised because they could be a little intimidating. So I was surprised. What time is it, boss? 5:28. Well, I almost stepped on that guy. At 5:35, will you let me know? I gotta add the corn. Was that little man's plate in the kitchen? Or I thought she brought that in there. Maybe Tara made that for Corbin.
I think the corn was spicy.
Oh, the corn was spicy. I only put a half a bag of spice. I was trying not to. Really?
I
was trying not to do that. Bummer.
I mean, for me, it's good.
Yeah. I haven't had one yet. So, but yeah. I thought I cooked about half of them on the first go around, and I'm shocked I have this much left. So I'm thinking I'm actually going to have an extra boil, which is good. That's all right. I'm going to peel that and freeze that for maybe crawfish fettuccine and stuff like that. Let's see. Emmett Bundy aims to define stay-home order on Easter gathering. Several hundred in Idaho. Aims to defy stay. I wonder what's going on with that. Did they? we all been pretty much quarantining. I mean, my neighbors and us, and my buddies pretty much, they've been staying at home, especially with his wife pregnant. But we kind of look at the alternative theories as well, so we're not really stressed. It's a shame that somebody that's not elected can dictate something that would contradict the Constitution and our Bill of Rights in the United States. Who is he, Mr. Billy Boy? Who is he? Oh yeah, I've been saying the pastor over here in Louisiana that's defied the orders, I think 3 times, got arrested. Not 3 times, but he did something like that. And I think it was Baton Rouge. I was saying from the beginning, and the same guy with the guy preacher in Tampa, Florida. Those are our heroes. This is not China. This is not Italy. This is not Spain. This is the United States. And there's no reason, if we want to go out there and put our life in jeopardy and risk getting sick, we have the rights and liberties to do that. If you want to stay home and, just, coast or whatever and just get the stimulus, I mean, more power to you. That's how you're going to protect yourself. But we shouldn't dictate what happens. What's going on, Zachary? You having fun, buddy? Yeah. What do you think about that pastor in Baton Rouge? I say more power to him. That's a hero in our time. Yeah, no, he's not making nobody go. But he's making a stance. This is America. Yeah.
They want to go, let them fucking go.
Yeah. Even if you're not a believer or whatever, you should still, and if you're an American, you should still be thanking him. Calling people and snitching on people like that Los Angeles mayor or whatever. The old phrase, snitches get stitches, but now snitches get rewards. Paddleboarder getting arrested, dude getting arrested throwing the ball with his daughter. He's out. I had seen an interview with him earlier, so he's out, which is good. But it just blows my mind. This is what it's come to. It's so the Ricky White hosts this call-in show every night or whatever, and after Chase the Patriot, and they got this guy, Destry, I think is how you pronounce it, but is on a Wednesday night stream, and he wrote this letter to the president, and it talks about the act of 18 something and everything, and it's like we the people, and this guy, but it's Destry. It's Wednesday night. I'll definitely send you the link. All right, so you can listen to this. But Trump acknowledged it's like we the people. You'll be the last president. You restore our rights, bring us back to the fundamental constitution. And then after he got the letter, there's videos of him with the Queen of England, and he's walking like in front of the Queen. He holds a couple of these meetings with the royalty over there up and everything, and there was some demands, and you need to make this certain public reference or statement on Twitter within 30 days to let us know that you're with the people or whatever. And he did it. It's mind blowing. I'm gonna have to send you that. I didn't even know that was going on, but somehow it doesn't tie in with Q. There's people that cover Q, but Q references it. You know what I'm saying? Saying letting us know this is happening. For the first time ever, I guess, in modern history. That's fucking crazy. Because ultimately, we're still ruled by that conglomerate over there or whatever. And this would definitely break us. Because we've been under the laws of the corporation, like the United States corporation. And this would get rid of DC, all of that. And it would be American by the people and for the people, So, I don't know. I mean, I definitely have faith in that, and I'm not, But I do believe, and I've been saying this from the beginning, when he gets reelected, he don't have to worry about another election. He can really, right now, say he does do certain things. He might lose votes, whatever, but I think the second term he can really let the shit fly,
I kind of think that's bullshit. I think if he did certain things, he would get more votes.
Well, I mean, I agree with you on that, but still, look at the division that the media has created through through stuff like the Smith-Munn Act, the propaganda outlets. What time is it? 36, huh? So that's looking, woo, that's hot, yeah. That's hot, yeah. We got, that's the potatoes going. We're going to get the corn. I've always used little bitty frozen corn, but I do have 4 fresh ears of corn, so I'm excited to see how that turns out. And the women are sipping on Sky Blueberry and Blueberry Lemonade. I did finish a little bit of my bottle of bamboo that I had left. It's this rum. It's really good. It's kind of expensive. I got it for my birthday, so I just finished that and mixed that boke, which you don't really need to mix it, but I wanted to actually have a drink instead of just something to sip on. So, all right. So I have 18 corn. I did 30 corn on the first. A lot of people like the corn. It's interesting doing one-handed. And now I gotta get this. Oh, I can't forget this corn this time. Oh! Let's see. Whole corn. And this has the onions in it. You put that at the beginning. The flavor, I throw a handful of garlic in every boil. I always throw in a lemon, just like on regular. Oh, I gotta get the carrots as well. Just on the vegetables. What's that, buddy? What's up, Eric? Potato in that ice chest right there. Let's see. The carrots are right here. I like to use baby carrot. Is that sugar? I know. I had to go to the store earlier. I got some beer for people to sip on. What's that, buddy? Yeah, you can grab it with your hands if you want. Look, you want this little scooper thing right there? It's hanging. Look, you see it hanging? There you go. That's my 14-year-old. He's taller than me. Oh my gosh. About another year or two, and I hope we don't have to go at it. Nah, they love me and have respect for me. I don't think that would happen. But I went and got some beer earlier, and so I had to wear shoes to go in the store. My house slippers on. Right? I'm always barefoot. Which over here, they got rocks. I mean, these rocks are a little different than my rocks. It doesn't really rain under the carport, so like here they're like flush with the ground and they don't hurt so bad. Over there you feel like the whole contour of the rock. But what time is it, boss?
5:39.
5:39, so 5:40? I mean 5:50-ish? 58. I mean 48, 50, somewhere up in there. Yeah, what do you think? I think that's going to be more than one boil.
Yeah.
I thought I had got half on the last one, but apparently I didn't.
Too many scattered.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite a few.
That is quite a few. That is quite a few. They were going everywhere. They were all under the truck, all up in here. But the kids, it was really cool. Oh, we found a dead snake, but we're putting it on ice for a friend. A friend has I think he called it a snake trap or something. He has this, it looks like a viper. I'm not really quite sure what it is, but he has a snake that only eats other snakes. And it was a little bitty brown one, but you see how this has like water right there? It was about like right here. And the wife put it in these Easter eggs, and she told my younger brother, she said, one of these eggs has money in it, and she handed him 3 of them, and he opens it up, and he's like, she was recording it. She likes to like put little silly stuff on TikTok or whatever, even though I told her that's a outlet that China's using to spy on the American people and data mine and blah, blah, blah. You know, sometimes women just don't want to listen, or they think you're just fucking crazy because they'll see clips of their friends on Facebook and certain shows, maybe like Ellen the Degenerate. And so, you know, I'm the crazy one. But anyways, he's like, a snake? She's like, that's the reaction I got? You just opened up an Easter egg and had a snake in it. Some people, huh? The more. That's what I say. That's what I say. Live life a little bit more. I have friends and family live, and they said, do we have to be in it? And I said, they try to get us on camera. So if y'all are getting the shots of the rocks and things, sorry about that. I have to respect other people's privacy. So right now what we're doing is doing the vegetables. Earlier I singed my hair on my arms and my dreadlocks. And the whole reason why we were doing it under the carport is so y'all like it off, but hey sweetheart, I gotta make room for the ice chest. I need an ice chest because I don't want to mix the batches, you know. Well, I don't want to mix the batches, so I think I need to help this ice. So what can we do with that? I don't know. I don't like that idea. Hold on. Here, set this in this cooler right here. Here, set this in there. This in it. This. And will this go in there? Open her up. Let it cross. I think it'll be alright. Sometimes if you want things done right, you just gotta do it yourself. 4 tornadoes are moving into Alabama now. That's just, you know, but they'll come in, you know, hopefully they all have no problems, and they'll come in all right at the end. Damn, that sucks. I had seen videos of some hail that came out of Texas, and they were like the size of softballs. Hey, what time is it? 50, hell size softballs. We had got hit pretty bad, but it was just insane. It's just when people don't understand the geoengineering aspect that's going on, and with all the documentation, patents, proofs, it's sad. They're letting their belief system get ahead of the truth, and that's sad. That's sad. It's believing in one thing is all good, but when you enjoy it, it's something special. I tell you, something special. So this bumper action right here, I'm going to do a job at my mom's tap. I've been thinking about getting like a beefier metal one or whatever. I just think that would look awesome. Or pull apart is this right here. I can knock that weld off and buff that out or grind that out or whatever. That's not a big deal. My cousin actually did this for me, and this was a little bit higher, but my neighbor across the street, it had been raining to jump his battery on his lawnmower. Instead of pushing the lawnmower, anyways, he gets stuck. So he calls a friend and he comes talks to me. I was in the middle of doing something, helping my other neighbor out. It was actually the landlord to the trailer right there. They were fixing that, and they had asked a couple questions if I can do something, so I ran over there. I'm trying to pull out this truck that's pulling out that car, and I get stuck. And then so someone else comes, and it's a young kid. I mean, a very young kid. And he just hooks up this chain right here, and this was all level. And I mean, I know it's ghetto as hell. I mean, it's a muffler pipe. What's that? This closes the lock, So these people, a metal bunk company truck or whatever, like a S10 small truck, and a big thick metal bumper, and so I smash it, and I pull over to let them know, hey, here's my insurance, all that, and they were like, they were more fucked up than a screen door on a submarine. They were pretty fucked up. They were pretty more fucked up than a soup sandwich. They were, woo! You hear me? So I called a wife, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be a little late. I just hit somebody. And they were like, are you on the phone with the police? I'm like, no, I'm calling my wife, letting her know I'm gonna be a little late. They're like, oh, we got to get out of here, man. We can't have the cops come over here. So there was no claim, no ticket or whatever. They had it was weird. I guess they thought they were at Taco Bell, because Taco Bell is about a quarter mile, 3/4 of a mile up the road. You could see the sign lit up, but it was about midnight, and they were turning into Subway. And everybody knows, unless you're Jesse Smollett, everybody knows Subway ain't open at no past 9. I had to go to my why I got this ghetto thing happening right now. I am probably I still don't know what I want to do. If I want like one of those aftermarket, because the aftermarket one might be about $400 maybe, and maybe one from Pull Aparts might be, I don't know, $200.
Those 9 states, they never locked down. Are they still not locked down?
What's that?
or something. Worse.
Yeah, never down really mattered that, and that
Not only would they have
right,
about it all over the media,
right. You would hear about it on the media, right? Gotta shut them down. You gotta get them eliminate. Today, our drink options are pink lemonade, Sprite, and a Coke. Unless you're one of the women's are having this blueberry sky vodka with blueberry lemonade, or that's what they were drinking on earlier. I think. Here you go, love. Oops. Issue formal stay-at-home. As both from the novel pressures to resistance, why discussing is, it was on the ABC. This orders a part of their states. It seems like a lot of those got hit with this wacky weather that just came through. A lot of those states. On, I'm with like-minded, so we make conspiratorial because they have conspiratorial, and so we're just trying to make it all. Got like my state. I lost my ear. Says we don't need the field. The why Billy Boy gets to go on all these networks and prop up the ID 2020 jazz and the Quantum Inc. Quantum Inc. You can't get that. So, what do they do? And they have scared. I don't want to say us, because we talk about this nightly, and this is a pretty hip topic to this group. All right, so I'm gonna take my veggies out. It's pretty hot right now. Obviously, that was boiling. So I could feel the heat boil. God, dog. Let's see. All right. Thank you. It's so I can empty out this veggies. Yeah, veggies. We got potatoes, corn. We got right for a second in it. So I do the crawfish. This is the main, like the oils. And I think this quick situation. I thought I'd be seasoning so and it came back, but this is what I've been using. And typically you would do like a whole boil, but with all the kids over here, I would have did a little less. I'm looking for the scooper. Have y'all seen the scooper? Oh, I see it. That right there, that's going to be for the compost pile. That's the onions, the garlic, and the corn. That'll be for the compost. Let's see. Couple carrots. I thought I seen some more floating. They'll end up turning to mush. It don't really matter if they stay in or not. Alright, so that's the veggies. You can just see the spice on my utensil right there. Alright. It's really not hot. It looks worse than it looks hotter than it is. But I mean, stuff like this. Alright, you do me a favor? Will you turn that on slow? Let me get my lighter. Yeah, it singed on my arm, hit my dreads earlier. Right here. Yeah, that's what screwed the way turn. Alright. I don't know what it's gonna look like. Anyways, try it. You can turn that son of a bitch up all the way, just wide open. Alright, now turn this one this way. There we go. Open that way. We're gonna get that water boiling. Oh yeah, it's starting to boil. Typically I would let the corn sit about 10 minutes. The hose?
Yeah, I need to wash this.
For why? Oh, we put it on top of that. Huh? Did someone tell you to wipe it off? Wipe that off. More crawfish on top, huh? Yeah. You don't eat off that plate anyway. They want to wash a couple of legs off that plate. Why do you put a seasoning in a bag? So they sell seasoning in a bag. It's a Zatarain's is the name brand, and it's crawfish boil. And so, things like this, when you buy it in this other bag, rocks individually, and so like this, it's kind of like a Tony Chachere's with salt, or like a Old Bay seasoning. And so you got the bag that is. You see that bag right here? And I wanted, the first batch I knew was going to be for the kids and stuff. So I put this with the second batch of vegetables. I'm going to throw it again with the crawfish. You talking to them? That's your pets? I have to, right. I don't know if I'm having a field day. It's been really nice. We've done 2 Easter egg hunts, so that's really cool. It's just been real nice to have. I've been taking a lot of advantage of this situation, this quarantine. Typically, I'm always gone working and things, and not always like gone, but I don't come in till late and things like that. So I work a lot. And this, I've been able to hang out with the family and do things around the house. So it hasn't really been so stressful on me. I haven't really had a hard time dealing with this situation, just because I've been trying to keep my glass half full, and I understand both sides of this, knock anybody, but when you pick up a crawfish, you want to hold it from the back. Yeah, it keeps everything together. Sausage, be digging around potatoes and things like that. You gotta put I like the little sausage stuff. Other seed on the last batch. Awesome. 3 batches out this gig. So this is what we're gonna do. We got the crawfish in the basket. Since I am gonna have another batch. Not, but what I am gonna put, how many sticks of butter do I have left? See, I got 3, and put 2 sticks of butter. Sorry for the camera action. Stick number 1. I would normally put 3 sticks. I had 3 sticks left, but I'm just trying to split them. And the butter, kind of gives the meat a flavor. It's good for the vegetables. But what it really does is it helps the meat just slip out that shell. When you clean a crawfish, you pull like the first 2 sections, and the meat right out. So I'll demonstrate that in a minute. But so we got the butter in there, and now we'll put. I have 3 lemons left. I guess I'll go ahead and do such hard decisions. I'll go ahead and do 2 now, and then I'll just do 1 on my last one. No, I'll do 1 now, and then I'll do 2 on my last. Since I'm gonna add that heat with the seasonings, I'll add the lemon to just kind of counterbalance a hair. Or do I want 2 lemons to boil that water? See, because I got to add the water to it in with the ice. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm putting another half. Oh, you're learning some stuff? Awesome, Bruce Wayne. That's awesome, man. Yeah, they were like, why are you going to live stream? And I was like, these people are from all around the areas, and they don't hold crawfish bowls or things, but the way I'm doing it, you can do it with crabs too. I'm doing a live stream. I know. I just wanted to do this one crawfish. Oh. Love, and then I'll okay. Anyways, so we got our basket full of crawfish, and here we go. Uh, 3 minutes. Hey, 3 minutes, Jaren. What time is it? Zach, 3 minutes. 6:14. I'm turning it on. Turning it on. All right, so the crawfish is in. You want to go about 3 to 5 minutes, but really, what really makes it good is the seasoning, right? But if you leave them, if you just turn your burner off and leave them in there, they're still going to cook from the hot temperature. So what you need to do is you need to throw in a bag of ice. As soon as you turn your burner off, you throw in a bag of ice. It's going to bring the boiling point down. It'll still be hot, but it's not going to be boiling. So your meat is not going to be tough and chewy, and your shell is not going to be hard to peel. This works for crabs too. As soon as you get done boiling, you turn your burner off and you throw in a bag of ice. And then you let that sit, you stir it. You let that sit for about 10 minutes. That way the seasoning and the water can soak up in the shell and get into the meat. But this is a little tool I got right here. And then we got some stainless steel like frying baskets, and that's what we're scooping them out of the ice chest. So, let's see. Y'all are awesome, man. Y'all are awesome for hanging there with me. Y'all are some awesome folks. So, you trying to get the crawfish to eat the spider? Yeah, it's gonna be but that's gonna be some hot ones right there. All that extra seasoning, that batch is gonna get every seasoning that we got left, and that's gonna be the hot ones. It's kind of like hot wings, If you want to enjoy it, flavor that's kind of mild, a little spice, but you can enjoy your hot wings. But you might order a side batch of just some like off the wall hot sauce, and it's kind of like the same thing with crawfish. You do a batch, then do some vegetables, the seasoning sucked up, and the potatoes and corn and carrots, and then the crawfish because you let them sit. And then so you add a little bit more seasoning, each time you boil your crawfish, you add a little bit more seasoning. But by the time you get to that last batch, poo-yai, boy, poo-yai. Where's Boss Man? What? The time. What's the time, Jack?
6:14.
Is that time? Perfect time. So,
all day for company to come.
I'm getting off right now. I get it though. I get it. So we're turning the burner off.
I don't know if anybody's over there.
They went for about 3 minutes. The internet, some sites would say 5 minutes, but since you let them soak, even though you're bringing down the temperature because of the ice, even though you let them soak, they still do cook a little bit. And and because they cook a little bit, if you let them go too long, they will definitely be chewy, and the shells will definitely be hard. The shells will definitely be hard to peel. So I'm just undoing the ice, and that ground is warm. So save a little bit. That's crawfish. Sometimes you'll have to empty your water because of the ice will bring the water level up. Where's my little tool at? My little mixer. Oh yeah, it fell down. These rocks are rough on the feet. So we're just mixing that in like this. And you're bringing down that water temperature because the boiling temperature will overcook your meat, cause it to be chewy, maybe fall apart when you go to take it out the shell. It might start to like shred. That's a sign of being overcooked. And let's see, I'm probably going to throw just a little bit more ice. Some of that water fell on my foot, and it wasn't really hot, but it can go. I have just a little bit more. I'll do that. But that's how you boil crawfish. I'm a peel one for you. That way you can see how a true Kunas or a Cajun or someone from Louisiana peels them. And then I appreciate y'all joining my second stream. I hope y'all have a rest of y'all's Easter. I hope it's just amazing. Bruce Wayne, I hope your day has been just awesome for you. I heard what you said earlier. So,
You need this knife?
I don't think I need the knife anymore. So this is some crawfish from the first batch. And what you do is, let me turn this around.
Now it's a peeling tutorial.
I just want to peel one, and then we're calling it a day. You get the crawfish, you know, if the tail's flat, you know your crawfish is dead and you really don't want to eat those. But the tail's curled. The pictures aren't really nothing to write home to mom about, so you don't worry about that. You grab it back here, you twist it, and you see how there's sections? You grab 1, 2 section, you peel it over like this, and then you pinch it out. And you see how it just comes right out? That's the vein. You pull that out, and that's the best crawfish you ever had in your life. Ah, man. Huh? I'm telling you, boy. Wish you could taste it. It'd be the best shit you ever had. Them restaurants ain't got nothing on this coon ass. Y'all have a good one. Bye.